Good morning. I start my mornings off with xylitol extracted from the Kabocha pumpkin. The most pleasant tasting sweetener money can buy. But that's not really the only reason why I consume this every day. Xylitol derived from the Kabocha pumpkin, has the ability to heal and repair your cells. What am I talking about? I'm talking about insulin resistance. And it starts with obesity. This is a 5-carbon ingredient. 5-carbon means that it has the ability to enter the human cell through the receptors without the use of insulin. All the other sweeteners on the market, like that they tell you are healthy, like honey, like agave, like coconut sugar, they're all 6-carbon sweeteners. No different than cane sugar or the real bad guy, the high fructose corn syrup. Those sweeteners need insulin to get into your cell. They also will spike your blood sugar. So it starts with obesity, especially if you're consuming or have been consuming high fructose corn syrup, cane syrup, honey. These are very high glycemic ingredients, meaning when they enter your system, your digestive system, they turn into glucagon so rapidly and overwhelm your pancreas, which secretes the hormone insulin on the way to the intestines to be absorbed into the body through the bloodstream. When this high glycemic ingredient shows up at the cell and enters through the receptors of the cell, if the body does not burn this energy off, for instance, running a marathon or playing basketball or doing some kind of physical activity, fat cells begin to form around your muscle cells. The fat cells are not good for the body. This is obesity. So what happens is the brain, as a defense mechanism to prevent these cells, these fat cells from forming, starts to resist the insulin into the receptors, keeping the blood sugar in the bloodstream. Pre-diabetic symptoms, full-blown diabetes. You don't want that. So if you continue to consume the high glycemic ingredients, and don't be fooled by this, organic cane sugar or low glycemic, diabetic safe coconut sugar, they'll all raise your blood sugar. The only one that won't raise your blood sugar are 5-carbon sweeteners and stevia. Now, we all know stevia doesn't have the greatest taste in the world, so what do? They take stevia and they combine it with, guess what? Dextrose, cane sugar. Kind of defeats the whole purpose, doesn't it? What's the point of taking stevia if they're mixing it with sugar? What's the sense of taking stevia if they're mixing it in a laboratory and coming out with an ingredient that's processed? It's no longer stevia. And if you take stevia in the raw, it has no nutritional value, and it's got a bitter aftertaste. Not like this. The xylitol from the pumpkin, from the Kabocha pumpkin, has such a pleasant, sweet taste, can be used in pretty much every application that cane sugar or high fructose corn syrup or coconut sugar or any of the other glycemic sweeteners can be used in. You could bake with it, you can cook with it, you could mix it in your coffee. Heck, you can just take it in its raw form, because the more of this that you take on a daily basis, the better it is for your cells. So if you feel as though you are pre-diabetic, or you know you have diabetes, or you're obese, or you've been told that you're overweight, you definitely need to be taking pumpkin xylitol on a daily basis, because this does not have the ability to put weight on the body, and most importantly, unlike all of the other ones, including stevia or maltitol, sorbitol, xylitol from the corn, xylitol from the birch tree. This one repairs your cells. So if you're diabetic, you're obese, you're worried about diabetes, it runs in your family, you're putting on weight, you've been told you're pre-diabetic, you need pumpkin xylitol on a daily basis. The WHO, the World Health Organization, says that diabetes is exploding worldwide. 1 out of 10 people already have type 2 diabetes. 47% of the adult population in California, which is supposed to be the healthiest, most outdoorsy type of state in the country, 47% of the adult population will get diabetes in their lifetime. What does that tell you? The food supply is poisoned. And it's because of these 6 carbon sweeteners that they put into everything. So if you still want to enjoy your sweets and repair the damage that big food has done to you, you need to be consuming pumpkin xylitol on a daily basis. Have a nice day.